Ladies and gentlemen, we ain't done yet. Dateline check, November the 2nd, 2024, Istanbul, Turkey, here at the Green Park. Ladies and gentlemen, this is East versus West 15. And the next match is the main event of the evening. It will be contested in the men's 105 kilogram division on the right arm for the East versus West Championship of the World. This match will be contested over 7 rounds by 2 truly phenomenal athletes who we are going to introduce to you right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we will start with this man. He hails from and is proudly representing the historic arm wrestling nation of Canada. He is a multiple and reigning Canadian overall champion, and is a multiple East versus West champion of the world. Turkey, and to everyone watching at home, for some men there are no limits. Devon Larratt! Gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, No Limits Devon Larratt waits at the table for an opportunity to claim the title, to take the title from this man. He hails from and is proudly representing the great arm wrestling nation of Ukraine, trained by the former iconic Ukrainian athlete Andrei Pushka. This prodigy has risen through the ranks and is a multiple national champion, EAF European champion, and WAF world champion. Tonight, he brings the belt to the table as the reigning and defending East versus West champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, raise it up for Oleg Petrenko!
Larratt down at 105 doesn't even seem fair when you see the lineage and how he operates against the most powerful super heavyweights in the world. Oleg Petrenko, I can tell you now, good luck, young man. What an extraordinary opportunity it is when you get the call that No Limits will be your opponent. Everyone knows this will be the main event and the hardest 4 rounds of your life, and right away, the first bullet sent out. The tracer from Devon Larratt to let the young man know, you're young and you are light. I now, at least, looks to be at least 125 kilograms or somewhere in that range, and we know the antics. We know how unwilling to compromise No Limits Devon Larratt can be. Ladies and gentlemen, if you got love for Oleg Petrenko, now's the time to show him.
Chlopnik, Chlopchik.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can feel the intensity level has risen here in the green part massively. As you are looking at the most popular arm wrestler in the world, the most famous arm wrestler of all time.
And sometimes, Neil, in your quest to be the greatest that has ever lived, you have to leave your comfort zone. That's what we've seen from Devon Larratt. His ability to rise and pull the bigger opponents to make his name in the super heavyweight division. And now, him returning back home to the lightweights, and a perfect start for No Limits Devon Larratt. The strap will be applied, but make no mistake about it, the king of arm wrestling seems very happy with the way the round 1 slippage happened.
Let's look at the metrics here. Limits Devon Larratt 6'5" of him. He's lost 42 pounds in body weight. To come down and try to take the title at the 105 kilogram section against Oleg Petrenko, baby trained. This guy trained by the Ukraine, pain trained.
Center.
Andrei Pushka.
Up or down?
The late great Pushka left his signature on this young man. Trained his style, trained his effort, trains his heart. This man is no joke. He is the reigning champion of the East versus West.
Elbow. Relax, okay? Elbow.
He's run through a who's who.
Okay.
This weight division. He's ultra.
Referee's read. Stand height here.
He is significant.
He chooses.
In terms of physical.
Don't move your hand, okay? You will be first. Shoulder. Don't move your shoulder. Don't move. Don't move.
What the fuck is all this moving already?
Shoulder, and don't move your shoulder. Open your hand, okay?
It is
referee's read.
difficult.
Don't move.
Extremely challenging.
Close.
He's moving already.
Very high in that setup. It's going to be very challenging. But
no movement anywhere.
Is probably going to be done in this first and second round. You saw the rocking back of Devon Larratt.
Tighten the strap. Tighten the strap. The strap is loose.
For kind of setting
what the
down
fuck?
that tricep.
What is going on
You
here?
see the hand run up in
For
the
what?
air.
For what?
Now Devon Larratt will start
That was at the same
classic
time.
bout. Not
Same
only
time.
up there fighting Petrenko,
Nothing moved.
but he will stay
Nothing moved.
in the match with the referees, jawing back and forth, and luckily
I fucking got this guy, Mike.
To
Give me a long day for this kid.
That strap
Chlopnik.
the strap to be like Devon was in charge.
Yeah, and the strap. Listen, I've arm wrestled a lot of people in my life, and not long ago, I arm wrestled with Devon Larratt at the dark card, and I can
If he can touch, then I can touch. Okay, you're gonna control him.
like no one has ever had
Yeah,
before.
listen, you
in
watch
the
him
sport
too.
of professional
He
arm
starts
wrestling.
that shit.
And if he has a size advantage, he can exact that pronation in a way that no one in arm wrestling ever before
What the fuck?
is able to do. It is so critically important, if possible, for Oleg Petrenko to get onto the A side.
Straight to wrist. Okay.
If Devon Larratt is able to take the A side, He will make this the most horrific experience of this young Ukrainian's life. It is a terrifying experience.
And we were at the press conference, and he set it up. He asked him if he would quit. The fact is, if Devon given the opportunity, he's going to bleed Oleg Petrenko until he, in fact, does give up. Is successful here. Here we go. This is exactly what Oleg needs to do. He needs to fight the setup as well. Make sure that he is equally as high, and watch for the surge. Oleg Petrenko is going to have a
let's just roll up and say no then. You want to just come?
Here come the hands. Ladies and gentlemen, the table is dominated by No Limits Devon Larratt. And they're all very open aside Oleg Petrenko.
This is the champion.
And let this be a reminder, if you reside in the 105-pound weight class, this is not the guy anymore for you. This guy is a super heavyweight contender.
Michael, you see this fucking kid
at 105 pounds is almost ridiculous. I told you, Neil, he's been the champion of this class almost his entire adult life.
As I said a moment ago,
admiration that we haven't seen him in such a bit.
This is a giant, and of course, he is significantly large. We had a walk and talk earlier today, Travis, we spoke about this. We were saying he's gone up and tried to dominate the super heavyweight division, and almost did so. He's beaten so many of the top supers, and his frame is conducive to that level. Here, at the 105, he is a giant.
And his ability to lose the weight, his mental toughness that's required. Listen,
just fucking say go.
Every box when it comes to the 105 weight class.
Down come the hands. And he is being torn to pieces in the setup. And Devon Larratt is trying to engage him in some horrific mental warfare.
Just say go, just say go.
This is such a dangerous situation for Petrenko, and you can hear Devon Larratt saying, say go.
You lose.
It really is a unique experience pulling against Devon in this kind of scenario, because every fighter of you being wants to fight. You know that you've been stuck for a while, and he will take
do whatever the fuck you want. Do whatever the fuck you want to do.
You can get to your position. Try for Oleg Petrenko, but Devon Larratt absorbs it like a frontal zone. With his hand and wrist. He starts to the young Ukrainian champion. And as you said, Travis, he will bleed him dry. And Petrenko does give up the position. And you know what? It was the smartest thing he could possibly do.
Yeah, now is when, this is a tough one here, man. He already told you he was going to do it.
Is this the best?
Now he's in a
Is this the best you have for me?
In his
Is this the
mind
best?
that he is totally okay with being the most evil person in the room, and that's what you're going to see here. This is going to be a brutal 4 rounds.
It's because it's misunderstood, Travis. You were the master of it yourself back in the day, mate. You understand it deeply. And what Devon Larratt will do, step into the breach and get everyone to be alive in the chaos that he creates. And from there, he will go about what he came here to do. And that is win. A couple of weeks ago, I was speaking to Devon Larratt on a one-to-one podcast, and he said, brave is for idiots. Brave is for fools who die. It's about winning. And he is very, very proficient at winning.
Entirely too big, too strong, too unwilling to compromise. The man's got it all. Ladies and gentlemen, if he just had a little more class, I guess is what we're looking for here. Because listen, this just has begun, Neil. This is going to be a treacherous 3 long rounds. And I'm pretty sure he's going to force Oleg to absolutely quit at some point. If Oleg is smart, more of those elbows running off the side may be in order.
Rotate.
Yesterday he said to Oleg Petrenko, you won't quit, will you? Trying to goad him into not doing so. Petrenko managed to rise above that clearly and did quit in that first round, and that is what Devon Larratt would have encouraged him to do.
He is still very young. He's still very young.
He's going over.
He's still very young. He's still young.
Alina, saying he's so very young. He needs some assistance, help him.
Yeah, you're going to see some to the side of Oleg Petrenko. Such a humble, beautiful, great champion in his own right. It's just sometimes the most important thing, Neil, I said it before, who are you arm wrestling? He happens to be hooked up with what may be,
same for him.
I hate to say it,
I don't care. It really doesn't matter to me
that has
anymore.
ever lived. And if he's not, it's only because you
Yeah, it's okay. Listen, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Is in fact
just
that
let him
guy.
go. He's just a kid. He's just a kid.
It doesn't matter. Let him fall.
It's been mine the whole time.
It's okay.
It always was mine.
Don't move your hand. Open.
Of the
Don't
mental
move your hand.
warfare that he will
Don't move your shoulder.
exact
Don't move
this
your
arm wrestling
shoulder.
match. Oleg Petrenko is the man in the red trim. He is the reigning champion of the East versus West in this 105 kilogram division. No limits, Devon Larratt at the moment, trying to play with him like a cat with a mouse, trying to bleed the hand and wrist. Oleg thinks he's winning something here. There's a small victory. In truth, there is none. Just a crown.
It's okay.
of thorns.
It's okay. Now it's
Go after
simpler.
that small win.
Next
You
device.
bleed.
Next device. It's good. It's good. It's not bad.
Let's listen in as Devon.
Tell him he needs to climb higher up. He needs to climb higher on my head. He's still too low. He's still too low. He needs to climb higher.
Creating the chaos. No limits, Devon Larratt. Step in.
Devon Larratt just walked over to Artem Morzov and looked bigger than him. My goodness, what a special athlete to be able to get to this 105 kilogram class. Listen,
Okay, so watch the elbow, right?
I think some of us have made reference to Devon having a tough time regardless of what class he's in when it comes to the suit, when it comes to getting the world title. Let me retract that statement as soon as possible. This human being is too big, too strong, too talented, way too much endurance to lose at a 105 weight class. Let these shots.
If he wants to start fouling and fucking around, then I get to it, okay? The thing is, it gets out of control, it gets out of control.
About to close this division up, it's only success.
I don't need foul. Listen, we don't need foul, just let's not do that.
Number one contender is, the champ is in the house. He's rocking the blue shirt, and he lives in Canada, in North America, ladies and gentlemen. He is on the main stage. His name, Devon No Limits Larratt.
Don't move.
Devon Larratt
Don't move.
dominating this setup. Dominating every conceivable fight. It's the way the hand of Oleg Petrenko is hard to try to lay heavy on the arm of the young Ukrainian. Tries to rotate around Devon, starts to squeeze down. It's perfect. It's painful. Drive backwards, then to the side, then to the back, then to the side, and create
Stop. Relax.
for No Limits.
That's a win.
Devon Larratt.
That's a win.
Annoys the referees and takes fouls because outside of that environment, he cannot lose this arm wrestling.
That's a win, yeah?
Opposed to his potential.
Is that a win?
I've got to say, Travis, Devon Larratt this week, despite the 42 pounds, despite the weight loss, has been absolutely
I think that's a win.
full of confidence.
It's on a carry on to a win.
Outside the hotel, I'm pretty sure this guy,
You said,
if you'd asked him, would
you
have
said
climbed the wall of the green
that if
ball,
it carries on to a pin,
he was utterly confident that he could not lose. There was no weakness, there was no opportunity. And right now, mate, there isn't.
Yeah, and even there, right, that most likely should have been a win. Let's be honest. If that restart has, Oleg Petrenko doesn't even want that restart. He'd much rather this thing get over as soon as possible. And listen, this takes nothing from the young champion. He'll learn from this as others have. But just make sure that you're perfectly clear that Devon Larratt runs the 105 kilogram class.
Devon Larratt, supremely comfortable.
I think that was a guinea. That's a guinea.
It's hard to envisage a way back into the match at this stage for Oleg Petrenko.
Come.
The reigning champion.
Mr. Weissa. No, it was here.
It's here on that
No. It's like this.
Petrenko, it's here on that side.
Hey,
Table.
what the fuck? No, I started there, now I'm here. He's got one foul and one warning.
Okay, sorry. Okay, let's go.
Petrenko with the foul and the warning. Devon Larratt.
And the straps, yeah.
That you are in focus. Okay, you are focused. Okay. Open your hand, it's referee's ready.
From the Soldier Boy soup arm from the frozen north of Canada.
Some level here.
For some men, there are no limits, and Devon Larratt
Down, move a little bit.
is truly just finding his potential
Just like
here,
this. Let us put the strap on.
and a demonstration that everyone
good,
to
yeah?
see at East versus West 15 of the dominance that he can exact
Elbow.
upon the men's 105 kilogram
Open
division.
your hand, okay?
No, this is the last
Don't move
time
your
he should
hand.
be allowed to pull in this division. Listen, if there's any petition that needs to be signed, I
come
will
on,
be
come on.
first on the list.
Come
I
on.
do not want to see this guy rape and pillage this entire community. What we've seen is
He's dead.
Petrenko is the
He's
man
dead.
in
That's
this
a win, yeah?
division, and this is not close, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I know the antics are going to annoy you. I can see clearly the entire
My left
Ukrainian
hand
national team over
is
there
pretty strong.
looking for
My left
some
hand
sort of resolve here.
It's not too bad.
All three of you got to
not
jump
too
on
bad.
top of this guy in order to damage him
could.
to the point
wanna
where
play with
Petrenko could be successful. This has nothing to do with Oleg Petrenko and everything to do with the raw talent. The place in his mind where he is at right now in his arm wrestling career is absolutely astonishing.
Very interesting angle there that you are seeing on the table with Devon Larratt laid back and chilling. But breathing heavy he may be, but I can tell you this, it's only because of the fact that he's created such an environment here where he has been up, down and around the entire auditorium talking to the corner of Oleg Petrenko, trying to wind them up, trying to unsettle the entire environment. He's got Jody feeding him Haribos in the corner. Life is good in the Larratt camp. You know you're committed as a family to arm wrestling when your lady is wearing an arm bet strap as a belt just in case it goes off in the bar. You gotta love that. No limits, Devon Larratt.
No need to postpone the inevitable, gentlemen. Get up to the table, get a nice, easy grip here, and make this thing go away. Super hard to watch here. The dominance at this level, almost unbelievable that someone could treat the champ in this manner.
It really is, isn't it? I mean, it is. People may not believe just how strong
Throw water at me every chance you
Oleg
get.
Petrenko is. We've seen this guy run over athletes like David Dadakian, Kuragali Ungabayev, decimated them. And here, he is being made to look like he can put forward nothing. That is not the case. If you went in there, anyone goes in around this weight class, with the exception of Devon Larratt and pulls Oleg Petrenko, they will really know that they are in an arm wrestling match. This man is evil absolute in terms of his strength, but he can offer nothing at this stage. Larratt is piecing him apart, and it's due to the size, the scale, the weapons available to No Limits Devon Larratt. This man is he is a giant at the weight class. He has so many options from a technical perspective.
Don't move, okay?
Shuts out the light.
You will be first,
mentally,
okay? Don't
physically.
move your hand. Don't move. Shoulder.
East versus West 15.
Shoulder.
No.
No Limits. Devon Larratt, Ottawa High Hookers, Canada.
Relax.
You see.
Looks destined
You see.
to claim the title. Petrenko decimating the hand and wrist
Hey,
his opponent and that's
No. Mr. Vice. No strap change. Leave it.
They're gonna
Oh, come on. Why?
Smart, he'll take
Why do it again? Why do it again? It's already finished. It's already
You said
finished.
it a moment ago, Travis,
Hey,
it's as though
why the
people
fuck
trying
do you
to
give me
Oleg
this guy?
Petrenko
He's
favours.
not
It is
a
not a
champion.
favour.
There is a better champion.
It is
You have
not
somebody better than
favourable
this.
to be in that kind of situation.
Is there
Nothing
anybody for me in
about
this
that
class?
is
Seriously.
favourable.
No shit.
Right now, this is the
It
best
is a
guy.
horrible
I don't
place
know
to
who I
be,
can
and
give you
Oleg
more.
Petrenko
But
will not be enjoying this experience one bit.
How much do we want to hear what Ingen is saying to Devon at this exact moment? Is he saying, my man, come on here, ease up a bit, or is he more or less telling him, you are banned from the 105-pound category for the rest of your natural life, young man?
You see how much you pull me down? You don't need to do that. Yeah, that's fair.
No, actually, he does need to pull you down. Whatever he can do to make this thing any closer, we should
One
get
chance.
because
One
it
time.
doesn't look like they are
One time.
very close.
It's okay.
This
Oh,
is
come
an
on.
absolute
Get tight.
dominating performance.
Yeah.
Arguably
You will be
is
first.
Yeah.
the
Shoulder,
GOAT
don't
of
move
our
shoulder.
whole
Yeah.
entire
Don't move shoulder.
existence.
Yeah.
I, for one, am still an enormous John Brzezinski favorite GOAT, but my goodness, if ever there has been a LeBron James, someone that can question how great the superb Michael Jordan is, we are seeing it before our eyes.
Travis, look at the range on display here. We are arm on arm. We are connected. Test your frame. No Limits Devon Larratt.
Important to be smart here. Listen, you gotta in front of you, young man. Do not get into that stuff. Pin yourself if needed. I have done it before in the same position. Second elbow fouls there. Devon Larratt not even concerned with the wind being in his favor.
There's nobody in this class.
Absolutely imperious victory here. And as you said a moment ago, what I don't want to see is for Oleg Petrenko to take damage here. This is a young man with a phenomenal career ahead of him. He does not want to take damage. He's outgunned. Devon Larratt enjoying his day here. He came supremely confident. All the talk was around, can he make the weight class? Can he lose the weight and still be strong? The answer to that has been answered, and it was an emphatic yes. He can remain strong. In fact, from what we're seeing here, he doesn't appear to have lost a great deal of power at all. He looks phenomenally powerful. Speaking to Dev privately before he came over to Turkey, he said, I am really strong right now, and I think I can retain it. I think I can. He definitely has done. Larratt with a masterclass here. Completely and utterly dominating Oleg Petrenko.
both agree here in round 4 to go right to the strap. Pretty much a smart decision there for everyone. Still looking for a title. Absolutely unwilling to compromise that Devon Larratt remains here. Will he stay with the you must quit formula, or is there a little bit of compassion in this warrior's heart? If there is, then he should really, really think about this round 4. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the 105 soon-to-be champion of the world. No limits. Devon Larratt putting on an absolute arm wrestling display here in Istanbul. And if you ever think that there's a bigger ticket, if there is someone that could make the promotion any better, this is the guy, ladies and gentlemen. Pay homage to our spear. Ladies and gentlemen, the heavy, what is this? Is this heavyweight? What is 105?
We are in the men's 105 kilogram section here.
My goodness.
Devon has already held the title at 115 and the super heavyweight division. This is title number 3. And East versus West. If you needed evidence of how dangerous he is, frustrating the referees, but doing so inside the rules.
Down on his
There is no rule against that.
If he don't straighten up, he's going to lose this round 4.
He's playing. Devon testing.
He's been warned
the
before.
theory.
Let's see if the ref. Go ahead and do it, ref. No one's going to complain. Give him another warning.
Devon Larratt not actually breaking any rules. Trying to demonstrate his dominance, trying to leave a lasting impression on his opponent so that he never forgets the manner in which he was dominated here. Kurt Niazi, the wolf, coming over and asking for Devon to take a backward step, and Larratt acknowledges that, nods at the wolf, shows him the respect and goes back to the table. I do believe that he will put this match to bed at this stage and claim what he came to Turkey to claim. That is the title at the 105 kilogram section here.
You have one warning.
Perfect.
Referee's grip.
Perfect.
And don't let the annex confuse you, ladies and gentlemen. This was a magnificent performance from No Limits.
First Devon.
Devon Larratt.
Don't move. Go!
Drive, and there's the win, ladies and gentlemen. He's the new East versus West 105 kilogram champion of the world.
No elbow foul. No elbow foul.
No limits. Devon Larratt with the win. Larratt with the win. And the Soldier Boy Superman from the frozen north.